Hey friends, hey family, hey new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this new video. So basically on today's video, we are going to be talking about how do I create systems to keep track of expiring data such as licenses, certifications, and any documentation that expires after a while and will eventually need renewal. This topic was recommended to me by one of my YouTubers and one of my new friends. She reached out to me via Instagram. She saw my I think my second HR video that I have on YouTube, A Day in the Life, is called Question and Answer, Employment Changes During the Whole 19 pandemic that we're going through now. I did mention that one of my tasks that I was going to be doing was checking for the next month's expiring licenses, because as you guys do know, I am an HR director for a security guards firm, private security guards firm out here in Brooklyn, New York. So some of my duties, of course I have to keep track of compliance and documentation and making sure that all employees are up to date with New York state laws, federal laws, and our employee policies. Okay, so one of the things that I do is keeping track of their security guard licenses. They have something called an 8-hour annual, which is something that needs to be renewed every year, and the security guard license needs to be renewed every 2 years. So I basically created a system on Microsoft Excel where I put in their name, security guard license number, the date of the expiration, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I also broke it down. I break it down by color and like color coded. And I tell you, I love Microsoft Excel. I use Microsoft Excel for a lot of things. Like, in fact, my master contact list is used off of, I make it off of Microsoft Excel. You do not need to work in the human resources field to know how to organize and create systems to make your life or to make your work easier. Systems are very, very important, and I really do believe that having systems is a very, very huge part of success, okay? And organization, and it's just so good to be organized and just have your all of your items in one place so that if you're looking for something, you know where to go. I also use Microsoft Excel to keep track of other things such as CPR, mandated reporter. Mandated reporter is a training out here in New York that if you do witness any maltreatment or someone getting abused, that you are mandated to report that to the state. Also here in New York, you do know that it's mandatory that all employees have their sexual harassment certifications, both New York State and New York City, and this must be renewed each year. So this is another thing that I am keeping track of. So I have, and a whole bunch of other things that you guys will see during this journey, but that was just to give you and just to let you know how important Microsoft Excel is and how essential it is to my everyday life. Okay, not even only at the job, but for my personal use. If I want to create a budget list, if I want to create a supply list, right? Microsoft Excel is just so good. So thank you so much for recommending this video to me. Over here, I have in the first column guard's name, 8-hour expiration date, UID number, UID expiration date, note, phone number, and the key. Orange means 1 month before expiration, blue means expired license, yellow means 8 hours expired, and red means terminated. In the first line, John Doe, his 8-hour expires July 2020. License expires July 25, 2020. We're not there yet. So in the notes, I didn't put anything because he's all good. Now, if you see in the second line, John Doe, his 8-hour expired in July of 2019, even though his security license is still good. But in the notes section, I put off schedule. So as you scroll down, I do have a few guards who have been terminated. what I like to do is update this periodically. So I'm just clicking over here in some of the notes. As you can see, I have some employees whose 8-hour annual is expired, but in the notes section I put COVID. The Department of Licensing out here in New York, they did inform us that guards with expired 8-hour annuals and security licenses are still currently able to work due to this whole corona stuff going on, and they can't renew it. So over here I'm just showing you guys an expired license that expired May 14, 2020, but he's still good and he can work due to the rule that the DOL gave to us. So over here, as you can see, I put a star next to this guy's name and wrote received 8-hour waiting to update in system. Although I received his physical 8-hour annual, it did not update on the Department of State's website yet. So I still just noted that so that I can keep track of that. Okay, so this is pretty much how my list looks, and it is very, very helpful, guys. I love it so much, broken up by color, dates, and phone number. So just to go over and through it again, over here in the first column, I have guard's name, 8-hour expiration date, UID, which stands for unique ID number, the expiration date for that, notes, and phone numbers. Over there is my key, broke down by color. Okay, I did change everyone's name and I did change their phone number, and I did not put a unique ID number there because I wanted to keep their information private, obviously. Let's create one. So I'm opened Excel, I created a new sheet, and over here what I'm doing is I'm just spacing out my columns really quickly so that I will be able to fit in whatever words I'm putting. So in column A, I started off by putting name. Column B, I'm typing email address. I know that the font is kind of small. Next time, guys, I'm going to put the font bigger. I didn't know it was record this small. So column C, I have phone number. Column D, we have address. And what I'm going to do, I am highlighting it. I am just going to fill it in just to make it, I guess, look a little pretty. I am increasing the font, and I'm just going to click bold so that it could just pop out to me. Name, email address, phone number, address. Right click, click on format cells, and then I'm going to click on where it says border, and then I'm going to click outline on the outside and the inside, just so that each column could stick out, and it's kind of separated, just makes it a little bit more organized. So for name, I went ahead and put Mary Jane. I created an email address for her, maryjane111@yahoo.com. We're going to go ahead and add Mary Jane's phone number in there, and then we are going to go ahead and put in her address. Please know that for the columns, you can make this for whatever you want. It does not have to say name, email address, phone number, address. You could organize and customize this to whatever field you're in or whatever you're using the Excel spreadsheet for. So I'm just doing this again, adding more people. You can add as many names as you want. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. And if you guys have any questions, you will leave them below, okay? So over here, we can't forget the key box, okay? Just so that we can remember little things that we need to, and we could break it up by color. You could put any colors you want. It does not necessarily need to be yellow, blue, and green. Thank you guys. Have a great day.